Hi, this is Gene, and today we're going to do some of the necessary evil. We're going to install PyCharm on Chromebook. And what I have here is not a Chromebook, but let's imagine for a moment that it was a Chromebook. The first thing you need to do is you need to install Linux development environment. Here's how you do it. You click on the clock icon in the lower right corner. There would be like a little gear sign. You have to click on the gear sign, and then just search for Linux development environment and you will find it. Then a window like this will come up, a window like this white window here, and you'll have to click install, and the Linux development environment will start installing.
Okay, it says installing Linux and it will take a few minutes. Here we go. The installation is completed and we have this little nice command line window in front of us. Now, before we proceed to the installation of PyCharm, there is one other thing that I would like to do, is to open some ports that we will be using in the Linux applications that we need. Linux port forwarding. We are going to allow port 8889 to be forwarded between Chromebooks and Linux. We're going to allow port 8890 to be forwarded between Chromebook and Linux. We're doing this because we're going to be programming drones, and the drones in question will need these ports to be forwarded between Linux and Chromebook so that the Linux environment can speak to the drone using those ports. So the 3 ports have been added and we should be able to speak to the drones now. Now it's time to install PyCharm. I'm gonna close this settings window and proceed to installing PyCharm. What we need to do next is we need to open a terminal window. Maybe you have it open already, but I don't. So I'm gonna click on the start menu and I'm going to click terminal. What we want is we want a Linux terminal. I don't know why it says Penguin, I'm just going with it. And now we need to type in some commands into the terminal, because terminal is for command line. The first command that we're typing is sudo apt update, like this. And I'm putting all the commands in the description of the video. It will take some time for the command to run, but eventually it's done. To install some things. We're going to run is a little long, so what I recommend you do is you can copy the command from the description of the video or from this article, which is what I'm doing. I'm selecting it and I'm hitting Ctrl-C. Or what I can do is I can Ctrl-C. And this will copy the command. Then I'm going to the terminal window and I'm gonna hit Ctrl-Shift-V. And this long command gets copied to my terminal. Now I can run it. Enter. This command will install Python and a few other things. It's asking, do you want to continue? Yes, we want to continue. And off it goes. It's installing. Finally, the Linux environment is installed and updated for what we needed. Time to download PyCharm. So I'm gonna simply open Chrome and I'm going to look for PyCharm download. But it's important that we download the Mac or the Windows version. We want the version for Chromebook. So we're going to say PyCharm download other versions. And there we go. The first link is other versions of PyCharm. What we want, as you have already guessed, we want the Linux version because we just installed Linux. So I'm gonna click on the Linux link and the download will start. Look, it's getting downloaded. The PyCharm file is visible in Linux development environment. We need to click this files icon in here and go to downloads. Here we have a PyCharm that we have just downloaded. I'm going to click it and drag it into Linux files, just like this. And it's going to copy this file into the Linux development environment. Copy completed. And what I can do is I can now delete this file from here because we have another copy of it in the Linux environment. Move to trash. Delete it. Window and open terminal again. So I go to the start menu, I open terminal and I choose Linux terminal. Now we need to unpack the PyCharm files that we have downloaded. I'm typing tar-xf pycharm-star. Enter. We have to wait for some time, but the files will be unpacked.
After the files are unpacked, you will save yourself a lot of time if you type this command into your terminal. It will work like magic, it will save you a lot of time.
Let me now show you how to create a nice desktop icon to start PyCharm very easily. For this we will need to run 3 commands in the terminal. This is one, this is another, and this is the third one. So I'm going to open a terminal. There we go. I'm going to run the first command. I'm copying it with Ctrl+C and I'm pasting it with Ctrl+Shift+V. Boom. Command number 1. Then the second command, I'm copying it with Ctrl+C, pasting it with Ctrl+Shift+V. And finally the third command, copying with Ctrl+C, pasting it with Ctrl+Shift+V. What we should see as a result is we should see an icon here for PyCharm. Hey, right in the start menu. And if you don't see it in here, you can see it in the Linux apps in here. There is PyCharm and there is Vim. PyCharm we just added. If I click on PyCharm, PyCharm will start. So all of these 3 commands I will make sure to put in the video. And look, PyCharm is starting. It takes a little while, but it will start. It takes absolutely forever. Let's be honest. But it will come up. This is the way. Here we have it.
Finally, if you are finding that it did not work for you, another way to do this is to open Terminal and type in this simple command /charm and hit enter. And it will come up. It will come up anyway. If it doesn't, please write it in the comments and we will troubleshoot.